Alright. I am going live. Okay. Actually, just give me a moment. Because... Actually, what I want to do is I want to share it also to my Facebook. Forgot about that, guys. Sorry. But this is a channel for Starseeds and Indigo Children. And I'm so glad you're here. Wow. You know? Bakachiwa. Because we're part of a great soul family for sure. Just a few more seconds. Amachiwa. A soul family is one of your higher aspects. And we're remembering that once again. Okay, so what's going on? Bato Locos. Give me a moment, sorry. There we go, I found what I needed. Ridiculous, right? It will be action-packed, don't worry guys. I usually don't forget this, but I'm not gonna let it go. Literally about 9 more seconds, I think. Maka, yeah. And this is liftoff. Okay. Thank you for your patience. It's done. The dirty deed is done. And I already have messages. Michael Taylor. Let me show the message. I'm sorry. We have Michael Taylor, Matthew M, Miss Horror, and John Oliak in the house. What's up? Sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. That can happen every once in a while. But I am setting and preparing and activating. As long as I have my crystal and one of my palm chakra, Shikapashirma, and everything else is set. We have sound, right? Okay, yeah. Akachiwa. Monichiwa Sitas. I welcome you to this communication, this transmission, yes? Hakiwa. Some of you are part of this energy, this code. Ayewa Sultas. I am Akaya. You feel, you resonate or not. Makats. I feel something in my hip or something, dude. Let me sit up. Oh man. I forgot to like stretch. I should have stretched my back, you guys, before I started. That was in my mind. I was like planning that, but that's okay. I'm gonna just be careful. Regardless, the transmission is strong, so we go inside there. Wakachis. We go into like a meditative state to reach a higher realization, because each chakra is another dimension, another other self, many other selves that are your higher selves. All of those other selves beyond you are Akachiwa Chimasia Sakatatitatutuma Kapache Busumuti Apakashina Hokaiwasu Amatateche So sometimes you will hear these light languages. Because the energy is strong. When I start the show, we get it going on. We're lit up. And we're activating our chakra, Chivas. And one of those chakra is blue. And you have your blue ray. Okay? You have your blue ray, because that's the blue ray, because that's the green ray, and that's the yellow ray. Green, blue. So when you say blue ray, you realize you're talking about blue, throat chakra, 5th dimension. Blue ray. It's nothing else than that. Because there's a New Age nonsense, once again, in the New Age movement. You know, this is their spiritual, distorted spiritual systems. So we clarify things from the inner Christ. Realize your Christ consciousness, not from the Christian religion. No, we love them. I love you, holy ones. Makache. But this is a spiritual science. This is, you would say, the ancient word is called Maharata, but the modern word is inner Christ. And we talk about what is Christ. It's a consciousness, and we're returning to it, and it's in reference to a 12th dimensional consciousness, not a 3D solar plexus realization. Kamachia. You go beyond into the, you would say, this is the personal, your personal, you would say, logos. And then you have the planetary logos. And then you have the causal universe logos. Machiwa. Then you have the galactic logos, the universal logos. The cosmic vatos. What's going on inside of there is history. Each one of these is a future period of time. So 5D is a big deal. That's like 38,000 AD in the future. And what? We're in, dang, 2022. Wow. 8,000? What? No, I didn't say that. I said 38,000. Shit, right? That was a excuse me, a long time ago. But hey, the Atlanteans were way even before that, and the Lemurians were before the Atlanteans by a few thousand years. There was a period of overlap between each root race. There's going to be a period of overlap. So we overlapped with the Atlanteans, which was the ancient Egyptian period, was at the same time as the Atlanteans. Okay? But that continent, that main continent, their last remaining islands, I mean, actually, because it's the second destruction of Atlantis. Because the first time they did it to themselves, trying to kill the Lemurians. That's what brought this whole entire human history down here. It was because of the freaking Atlanteans, dude. They destroyed, they were trying to destroy using the crystals, but based on some problems or on their side, miscalculations, you know, it is math, it backfired. And it destroyed their own continent. It caused the cataclysm. This terrible, terrible cataclysm. This whole thing about Earth, this is because of what that destruction. This is now a rescue mission. Rescuing the lost. You could think of it this way. there is actually something that can displace your soul. And that is something like this. Because one of the times, another time, like the Atlanteans didn't learn the first time, another time, they were trying to attack the Ark of the Covenant passage portalway, or no, they were trying to access that to get to, or to destroy the Sphere of Amenti. That's what they were trying to do. Like, huh? They're crazy. What the hell? Their souls are part of that. What are you doing? They want to get to the Stargates, man. They want to get to the freaking Stargates through the Amenti sphere. That's in the Amenti. The halls of Amenti. That's the reference to halls of Stargates. And I make a reference to World of Warcraft. Because you go into a Stargate room. In the game, they call it Portal Room. Portal. Okay. You're portaling in the same dimension, but Stargates are going to take you to another dimension. And there's many dimensions above you. So, as a star seed, whether it's a blue star seed, Blu-ray, because this is the Blu-ray, and you're one of the types of star seeds, you could say. Some have activated the indigo ray. Okay? There's the violet ray. Okay? Blu-ray. When you say Blu-ray, if you're a confused New Ager, it means fifth dimension, honey. It means throat chakra. Blu-ray is blue frequency, fifth dimensional frequency. So we have red ray, orange ray, yellow ray, green ray, blue ray. That's what blue ray is. Fifth dimensional consciousness. Indigo ray is higher. It's in the sixth dimension, while you're in the fifth dimension. You see, you have your throat chakra. You're a Blu-ray. It's okay, Machiwa. But aim higher, honey. You got room for growth, for sure. Blu-ray. Machiwa. Oh, nice. I didn't open my diagram, but let me just see if that one's open. Oh, I have it. And I also updated it again. But I haven't put the updated one on the website. I've actually updated this again. Let me switch over real quick and show you Blu-ray. It's reference to the chakra. Amachi, which is mini. You're just dealing with lower chakra. Even Blu-rays are low level. I mean, come on. Low out of this, it's pretty low. Pretty low. Okay? We got this at the top, and you're way down here. A Blu-ray, but most humans are down here in 3D. Trying to get their 3D complete. You're a Blu-ray. You're a fifth dimensional being. This is what we're talking about tonight. You have your throat chakra open. An indigo ray, an indigo child, is aiming for that third eye, honey. Throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral, and root. Root, sacral, this is solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown. Some of these names I haven't memorized, but we have what you call, there's a couple of these called, well, I know the gland, I know it's the thyroid, and it's between the heart and the throat, and what I was talking about is, you know, if it's called galactic, because there's a galactic 1, there's a galactic 2, there's a galactic, or universal 1, there's a universal 2, and we're going to have our Christ star up here. So 5D Blu-ray, it's okay, honey. You're growing. You're growing. So, but there's more. An indigo ray is actually coming in. Once you get this, because of what's going on with the human genetics, if once you get this, you'll get all of the starseed DNA plugged in. When this happens, when you get to the end of the 6th dimension, or you complete it, you will plug in 7 through 12. Okay? So if you're 5D, you have to still go through 6D before you can turn into a Christ star. You'll suddenly turn into a Christ star as soon as you reach 6D. And I explained this stuff in my previous videos, but your Blu-ray, you're talking about 5th dimensional, and that's your blue throat chakra. But you can progress, Blu-ray. You can go into an indigo ray by activating your 3rd eye. So if you've activated, are working on your 3rd eye, then you won't be a Blu-ray anymore. You'll graduate to indigo ray. Machiwa. Sorry, guys. I love you. Let me catch up. How you doing? I have live chat, so let me say hi to everyone. Superhero. He feels better about something. That's good. Life Monique. Wow, so much love. Miss Horde. Wow. Hi, Miss Horde. Matthew M. I have had Christed Oversoul 7, 8, 9 activations. Wow. Greetings, Matthew. Kima Anna. Kima Anna. Hey. What's going on, Holy One? DBS staff. What's up? Life Monique is always full of nice, or like positive vibes. All of you are. Look at you. We don't really have much grumpy people on this community. John Olux, happy. Starseed baby. What's up? We got Payton 7777. She is Empress. Welcome, Holy One. Machiwa. All right, got some fellow new starseeds. Welcome to the starseed community, the Indigo Child. Realize, I've talked about it before, but we always like to talk about it in different times. There is different levels of consciousness on planet Earth, and it has to do with chakra activation. You're actually a different human when you evolve to another chakra. You're what's called an awakened indigo. You're in an ascension cycle. It's not because of us, it's because of Earth. Earth is ascending, will ascend, going through ascension. It doesn't happen in a blink of an eye. Sorry. It happens over many years. There's an ascension cycle. Earth is changing through thousands of years. And we're in the middle of what's called, it's only a part of the ascension cycle, which is called a Stargate opening cycle. And it's literally now going into the Stargate closing cycle. And it's not the end all to the ascension, but it has to do with now all these energies are going to shut off, but each one, only the 7th one, the 7th trumpet, has closed. The 7th Stargate on Earth has closed. So that means there's 6 more. But like I said, it's kind of like speeds up though. but it starts off being like 5, 6, 7,000 years apart to the next trumpet, the next Stargate closing, and then the next. There's a shorter. Now it shortens to a few thousand years to the next Stargate until it's very short by the time you get to the last Stargate. So there's kind of like a climatic effect as all of these Stargates start closing. You got to realize that's going to be coming dark period when it goes into. It's almost like your countdown. Wow. I'm like having this my own mystical realization as I say that. You know, the trumpets are going one off. Alarm. 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 It's it. It accelerates right at the end. Fu achimaye. Fu kiema sitaye. Dude, I am not learning this from nowhere. I'm just like saying it. You can resonate or not. That's just like a disclaimer. Makaya. What is Makaya? Has everyone translated that for me, please? For all of us? Let us know what is Makaya. What is Machiwa? Vastitas Machachiwa. Excuse me. Havaka apachniu. Hapachni inchikasi. Havaka iwu shavasanu. Amatitas. Man, there's a lot of energy in there. Some light language code, some starseed code, ascension code. Ah, yes, Savakor. Yeah. Some of you are part of that 144,000. That's not what a Blu-ray is. That's a indigo ray. That's an Unchechi. Unchechi. You Jedi. Master Jedi. You are. You know when they called each other Master Jedi. Well, Suya. Vakasa. We are bringing in our dimensional memory. You will remember again. Chiwasas. We're going to put together this code. Amasu. Yes, Holy One. I love you. What you doing with your ascension? Are you opening your Templar? Vasekachiwas. You're part of Team Indigo, some of you. I want you. Kayas. Amoche super. It is the brilliance. It is this. Holy shit, that was weird. Oasditasiva kamamoye. Sita iwasto. Iwa machiwachi. Siva tachiva kamochi. Ochima chakamaha. Kaye vastuchi makopa. Chivaye pakachana. Aye vasu. Kaye ma papa chetsi. Say to yourself, I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christ star. You see, like this jolt, this zap of electricity, lightning strike. You are Christ star. Think of lightning striking when you say that. I am Christ star. Lightning just striking. Lightning striking. You are plasma man. Christ is 12th dimensional hydroplasm. Macav. I am my God. This is what an avatar is. A Christos avatar. Which you have an identity at that level. How I just described. You don't look human by that point of evolution. And that's why we talk about spiritual evolution. Matter is spiritual. Biology, density, it's a part of frequency, energy, vibration. It's divine, man. Because it's all consciousness of a collective of beings. Together, they're all, you would say, becoming part of this, the creation of a world. It's like you're all in meditation and you're all like together creating a whole world of planets and worlds and beings that live on those worlds, and all the animals and all the creatures, all the sciences, all these beings are creating it in some mental visions and pictures, and it's a landscape of consciousness, like layers of dreams that you navigate in lifetimes, like it's actually all recorded in your DNA. You're real, like movie reel. You know, you see it as a strip, as a series. You're going through a series of lifetime incarnations. Eventually, there'll be less and less and less because you're immortal. After density 1, you're immortal. So, surely, think of the logistics when you don't die anymore. Doesn't that mean if you keep having babies, your freaking population won't, if it doesn't die anymore, it's gonna swarm. It's gonna like multiply super fast because there's no more deaths. The population is going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like this. People die, people born, people die, people are born, people die, people. But if there's some giant war and a bunch of people die or destruction happens, where do those souls incarnate into? And there must be a stockpile of souls building up somewhere. Souls, consciousness. There must be a stockpile of conscious beings stuck in between lifetimes without a body. They're disembodied consciousness. Spirits roaming without a body in the hologram fields. Now, if you got a bunch of these disembodied beings in fourth dimensional fields, that's those beings that we're trying to rescue. We create bodies for these souls. Disembodied consciousness for these conscious beings that got disembodied. There was no more soul matrix to go into, so they were cut off from this matrix. So there was nowhere to go. The system just spits you into the hologram fields because there's nowhere to send you your disembodied consciousness. So some of these spirits are beings, are beings that don't have bodies, but they have minds and they think, and you can hear them and see them if they communicate. If you communicate through the same media of thought, if you use your psychic ability to perceive them, you can interact with them. And sometimes you're doing that without realizing it. Some of you see dead people, some of you see spirits because of this. Machiwa. We're multidimensional creatures. Some of you are tuned into other realities that others don't because they don't have that frequency tuned in their radar, so to speak. They don't have those channels in their cable program. They haven't become aware of those channels yet. Those frequencies, those vibrations. You're becoming aware of all these different vibrations. Blu-ray, Makachi. You are awakening yourself. Starseed, Blu-ray Starseed. Blu-ray beings. You know, what is a Blu-ray being? That's what I've been telling you. A fifth dimensional conscious being who is here mostly like a starseed are here to help. A starseed, just assume they're like light workers. They're going to help you. But they're part human. That's why they look like us. And they can be, their soul is actually consciousness is what's being, you going through actually a contract. It's called a soul contract because it's from the soul level permission. At the soul permission, you get an agreement to be born as an indigo child. That's a big deal. So you'll be going into a fetal integration with the woman that's pregnant that you made an agreement with to be the mother, or maybe you know this person already and you make these agreements all the time. That's why sometimes you can be husband and wife and then you can be mother, daughter, or something different, but still in the same soul family, still in the same agreements. You know that person from another acquaintance, another relation, but they're reincarnating with you. It's like planned out. Like who's going to be parents, who's going to come in to that family's, embryo, pregnancy, fetus. The spirit is going to go in there. Now think about this. It's always happening. These things are always happening, and these negative beings found out a way to sometimes knock that out before that, like time it perfectly so they can knock the spirit going that was intended to go in the body. They would go into the body. They've done this before, and they'll do devious things like this. Body snatching. Ashana talks about body snatching. I released another Ashana video. Check it out. These are clips, small, short clips, and because we're not going to be we can't share all the material. It's not ours to give. So, but diligent searching, you search on it. Maybe she has it available somewhere, or somewhere. It could happen. So, for the most part, I want to share this one video in clips because it's when she wasn't even doing like the view, like the projector, slide projector, or not slide projector, it was like the overhead. It was an overhead projector. And so she had all these slides, and well, she wasn't doing it in 1998. So I have a book that was before her book came out, or it's the same time her first book came out, Voyagers 1. And we're talking about my teacher, which is Ashana Dean. Ashana Dean. I just released a video about her, and it's also actually I want to get you guys towards the mechanics now. But so I'm introducing you some of her talking about the mechanics in her earliest days. I'm gonna make a series out of this, her first appearance. So it's so cool because I remember all that stuff I learned 10 years ago. It starts with the understanding of the structure of the time matrix, and then now I have a masterful diagram about it. Check it out. You can see this diagram. You can understand the macrocosm of your microcosm. While we have chakra, energy centers here, here, here. Well, everything does. Everything has some type of energy centers, or Kathara tree, they call it, tree of life, which is a layout, a schematic of energy centers in our being, in our biology. They're in certain spots. The Kathara is laid out over your body, and you would find the Kathara points, and I'm going to talk about this, and I'm introducing you to Advanced Ascension Templar through Ashana's videos in her earliest time. But she's still the master, She's just doing it on a presentation, like large paper. She goes like this, but so what? You're still learning from her. So, and then I'm going to introduce my point of view, or not point of view, I just mean my presentation. I'll have a different presentation, my own presentation. It might be a class, so my first class. Citas Machikewa. I love you guys. Who wants to get lit? Oh, I want to put this, now when I ask you this question, I'm going to do one of those online polls right now with you. I'm going to do a poll. You can answer it or not. You don't have to. Nobody sees whose answer is who. It just gives you the results. So you don't have to worry about who's seeing your answer. So it's anonymous. So just, it's very curious if you think you're a Blu-ray. And when I ask you that question, realize it just means, are you activating do you think your throat chakra is activating or is activated? And then that would be a yes, no, or a little bit. You don't really have that all the way, but you have a little bit. So 3 answers. If you don't feel nothing and don't perceive nothing, then the answer would be no. That's all. Because I know some people are asking, how do you know? Well, if you're feeling and perceiving spiritual worlds and beings start from this chakra, not this one. Spiritual energies is anything, actually. This is spiritual energy. These are spirits here. We're talking about astral beings, but there's also beings here and there's beings here. Different levels. I'm getting a lot of 4-4s. Oh my gosh. 14 viewers, 44 views, and the average watch time is 944. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of 4s. 5 4s in a row. What's up, Soul? DVS staff, Life Monique. I love Ashana too. I'm so grateful to be part of this information. Machiwa. Jill. Hi, Jill. Welcome, Villarde. Love the positive vibes. Amachiwa. That's red chakra, orange chakra, or root chakra, sacral chakra, and Manipura. That's why some people are doing the higher colors, the which would be green and indigo, or blue and indigo. Violet's another level, guys. Violet's like freaking crystal body. You have a crystal, the oversouls are crystal bodies. We're at density 2, we're crystal carbon. And we're still part carbon, but we're better than this, just only carbon. So, Amachua. Yeah, the oversouls, that's freaking high level, man. You guys, after a point, they don't come down here if they're that high. Damn. I guess I have to do this. I have to sit right here. This is so weird, man. I've already been through this crap. It's not pulled, but I'm trying not to get it pulled again. Actually, this thing makes a good. Sorry, guys. It's not going to be perfectly focused now because that's a DSL camera. But what might do? I think what I'll do is I'll do a stretch or two before I, come back. So, anyways, the energy's still strong, and I still feel high vibes. I feel my higher realizations. When I take medicine, I high vibe. That's why I also keep high vibe crystal beings around me. Many crystal beings around me. Always interacting, touching crystals, wearing crystals. Keep this positive beings around you, man. Why not? They're there, and believe it or not, they're going to communicate with your thoughts sometimes. Their energy is going to be vibrate. You're going to vibrate to their energy. It's like you get tangled up in their energy. I don't know what's going on, man. This sucks. It's like shoots of pain. What I do when I work, I sit back at an angle with pillows and stuff right here. And I don't have problems, but why I have this stupid problems is dumb. Remember, I pulled my back on my live show last time. But I'm not sitting at an angle like that shit. I'm trying to lean forward, but alright, so we'll deal with this. The energy is strong, you guys, and the awareness is something like you guys are taking a medicine. This is, or working with crystals, or working with meditation. If you're working with breath work, these things are all focusing on your chakra. They're helping your chakra. Open your chakra, Vato. Spiritual Vatos. It seems like I can still feel some shit. Anyways. If you see me shriek in pain, I don't care. Just realize it's because of my back. I'm not gonna stop already. Fuck that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Anyways, we feel like this history, man. There's a huge history here. We're just like, just barely scratching the surface. There's so much to talk about. Damn. You guys probably should just read one of her Voyager's material. It's 2 PDFs, and you'll learn a lot about the history and be caught up to a lot of stuff. Not everything, but those 2 books are very important. It'll teach you also the history of Atlantis and Egypt and Lemuria. It'll get into the problem and drama. And that's what I'm teaching from, actually. So, but more, because there's countless workshops and manuscripts, like actual advanced manuscripts, dude, and diagrams to help you understand this stuff. But she uses the diagrams to teach. I do too, but I use Photoshop. I don't use slide projector. At least with Photoshop, I can have images with full colors, whatever colors, and I can have perfect shapes without my stupid human mistakes. I can have a computer do perfect circles and. Anyways, any of you can become an expert in some knowledge and share that with other people. Especially you choose a specific topic that people that there's a large audience to. So you have a wider chance to reach some people. Less people, less chance. More people, more chance. So if you have broad topics, broad subjects, or you go super niche, if you go super niche, you're going to have small audience. I had to learn stuff like that. Why do you think I started talking about psychic powers? Because it's more popular. But then I found out that the word psychic is being censored by Google or YouTube, so. So stupid. Anyways, third eye is not being censored. They don't care if you say astral travel or lucid dream, but you can't say psychic. I mean, you can say it, but you can't put it in your titles and your hashtags and shit without... It's not going to do nothing. It won't be shown on any hashtag. They block out hashtags. I don't know why it has to be censorship. Especially when you look at the word that they're censoring. Okay, you can't put ghost orbs, or you can't put ghost. It's either caught on camera or ghost something with the word ghost. I try to do, and you can't put it. There is no hashtag page. Bullshit. Why is there thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, no, millions of people looking up spirits and ghosts and horror stories? They love all this dark shit. A lot of people just like watching horror or just dark images, dark thoughts, dark ideas. But you guys are indigo. I hope you're light. I hope you're love. I hope you got rid of your dark thoughts. Did you? Did you do shadow work? I mean, did you get rid of the negative patterns in your life? The negative... Did you get rid of cussing? Did you get rid of, logically negative things? I think if I kind of sit like this, I might be okay. But I'm not centered, huh? Yeah, please bear with me, guys. Thank you. But, yeah. This is spiritual topics. Even though if we're talking about psychic powers, that's still a spiritual topic. You're talking about spiritual dimensions. You can't explain it to someone what is psychic power unless you talk about dimensions. The way they word things is interesting to me when you realize what's behind the matrix. So, Makaya. When you become unaware of these ideas and concepts, guys, you activate things. You turn on things. Especially when you start practicing some of this Templar we're going to be going over. Like, I put the video about Ashana, she's talking about the crystal body, which is how to access it, how to change it, affect it, use it to connect to your divine blueprint. You know, that's your perfect prototype body. And that's 12th dimensional. You want to bring in some of that alignment back. You want to make, you know, fix distortions. Makaya. Citas Machechua. What's up, patos? What's going on, man? Who wants to get lit? Yeah. I want to get lit. Are we going to get lit? Yeah? Okay. Alright, honey. I know you want to. No, what happens is, guys, to be serious. No, we can be playful sometimes. We can be silly. We'll be silly, but we still are having real experience. I still will feel like literal energy in my 3D body building up as I activate. As you boost yourself with some medicine, whatever that may be, you will boost your psychic centers. Is it hard to understand? You're not tripping out. You're perceiving worlds with different physics. It doesn't work the same way in higher density matter form. There's different, you know, we go from carbon universe to a carbon crystal universe. There's different physics, Holy One. Amakacha! Yeah, baby. Some of you are having starseed sex. That means 2 starseeds are doing the ugly. Yeah. Opachiwa. That's all I need to do is put my back out, right? With some dancing. No, I can stand up and dance. It's the sitting part for some freaking reason. I have no idea. So I gotta do this shit. Better use 2 hands. Alright guys, I'm gonna put a picture on the screen and then I'm gonna go get lit, okay? I hope some of you are rolling, rawhide. Every time I say that, I think about Creedence Clearwater. Rolling, rolling, rolling on a river. Machiwa vatos, yeah. What's going on? I'm gonna put up this diagram, and then we're gonna do it. Good. I'll be activated. I'll activate. I mean, you'll actually. I will sense it. I will feel it. I will know it. Different. And then I will speak these Lyran light language or some type of light language. It's coming through, Holy Ones. Code. Not from this world or dimension. So that's what these are. Other dimensions, other time periods. Remember I showed you, and that this is the picture. This is the image I'll leave up. There's a time period here in the 5th dimension. Follow the line for 5D. 5D, this is the year. I got one hand. I'm using one hand. So 5D, this is the year for 5D. And, you know, there's years in between. Of course, there's a scale of years. And they get faster and faster time scales because of the particle speed is faster. Like, Earth is at 1 particle speed, but Tara is twice the speed. And then Gaia is a faster speed, and so is Armentana. Physics are changing as you go in time. As you go through matter form. So Let me zoom out, and then I'll go get lit. I'm so happy to see you. You guys are awesome, man. Let's have... No, never mind. There we go. Kundalini. I'm gonna get lit. I hope you're rolling rawhide. Let's do this for real, vatos. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. I gotta fill my water up too. Be right back. 90 seconds. About 90 seconds. Tractors back here? Oh, okay. Alright, guys, I'm back. Hey, Cha-Cha. What's up, baby? The Chihuahua's gonna walk in here. Sorry, let me turn the camera back on. Oh, it's my bad. Just gotta switch it back on. Here we go. How you guys doing, baby? Yeah. DBS staff. Wow. Tara's here. Tara. Good to see you, Holy One. Yeah. The living library's in the house. Alright, you guys. I'm so happy to see you on the stream. Jill Velarde. 1111. Thank you, Valerian. What's up? You guys are awesome, man. I'm so happy to see new people. That's cool. We have Steezy Aspects. My cat escaped through my window 3 days ago and then just comes casually walking into my room 5 minutes ago like she never left. Wow. Did you ground her? Yeah, it's good that your cat came back home. Matthew W. I'm happy to see you guys. Let me blow my nose. Apachiwa Sunamamaka. I'm like a crippled on. I don't know why. What's up with that shit? Make sure I turn the sound back on, right, guys? Let me start the live over, guys. I'm gonna start the live over, okay? Can you guys refresh the page in 60 seconds? Can you guys please come back to the live like in 60 seconds? I want it to start over, okay? So I'll be right back. I love you. Thank you for being here on this half. Now I just took my hit. Let's start a new live. Machiwa Chikimasi. Oh my